Show. Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go. It's the Danny Brown Show. Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, doe? Coming to y'all live here at YMA Studios in beautiful Austin, Texas. It's the Danny Brown Show. I got the Booth Boys with me. What up?
What's up, Danny?
Also my Booth Girl. What up,
What's up, Danny?
What's up, man? How y'all been doing?
Pretty great. Always good having you in here.
Yeah, me too, man. I've been fucking working my ass off. I got the big homie in the house, Tom Segura, man.
What's up, man?
Thank you for pulling up on me, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. I do want to publicly thank you for giving me this platform and to be able to do this, man. It's been great. I really think it really helped me to clean up my life and get sober.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I will say I feel like this show has saved my life.
To be fair, that was always my plan.
Really?
No. I told you this, not to kiss your ass too much, but I told you this way back when we had you as a guest once, and then a second time, and then you know we hung out, a couple of social things. I was like, dude, you are so, I mean this, like so naturally funny that it just felt like the most like obvious thing was for you to be on a mic somewhere, because you're as funny as any comedian friend of mine.
Oh, thank you.
So like I'm very happy that you have done the show. I'm glad that you have a good time doing it, man.
Yeah, and because I remember those fucking early episodes. I would be drunk as fuck.
You were drunk as shit.
Yeah, and I would watch them back. I would be so fucking embarrassed, and I would say shit a lot that I didn't mean, and sometimes hurting people's feelings. So it just.
Well, I'm glad you cleaned up your act, like as far as like getting sober. Mm-hmm. It clearly does not. Some people feel like when that happens to them, that it'll halt their creativity or whatever, and it obviously has not. I mean, like you're great doing this, but you're still making music.
Yeah.
You're making great music. You're clearly still a fashionista.
I can't stop. That ain't gonna stop. But
and that's not from booze or pills. That's in you, man.
I recently made it past 500 days. So
Congratulations, man.
So that was like a big mark. Because I don't be knowing.
Awesome.
Because I don't, I got the app on my phone. And it was like, damn, 500 days. I was like, what the fuck?
To put that in perspective, I'm on 880 days on Duolingo. So that's, it's pretty.
What is that?
It's a language learning app.
Oh, for real? What you learning?
Italian.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You know it?
Yeah. I have a tutor now, too. I hired a tutor.
Why you want to learn Italian?
I don't know. I just feel like it's something. I like the language. I like the culture. I feel like it's also productive. Like my brain is like, we do things that we enjoy creatively. And then you do so much just like dopamine drip shit, like meaning like scrolling videos, watching videos.
Going to the goon cave.
Going to the goon cave, gooning for fucking days. And then you go, what if I did something like just one thing that is actually productive and challenging? And for me, I like languages, so I just started doing that. I did Japanese for a while.
That seems harder.
That is definitely harder. But the Italian I've stuck to, so I like it.
I went to Italy recently for my first time. It was great. I mean, we ate some good food and shit, but
great food.
It's beautiful. It was beautiful, but it felt sketchy.
Really? Where were you? What city?
I can't fucking remember.
You don't remember what city you were in?
No.
You don't know where you landed? You probably landed in either Rome or Milan. Probably.
Yeah, I think, was it Milan? It might have been Milan.
It's the fashion capital.
Yeah, I think it was Milan.
I mean, if you were in Rome, there was the Colosseum.
I think it was Milan, but it was raining.
This is awesome that you
It didn't do too much. Yeah, it was in Milan.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
It was in Milan. But
it's sketchy. There's sketchy
it
parts.
was. I was like, it reminded me of New York a little bit. It was a little New Yorkish, but I was like, oh, this shit. I can tell it goes down out here. I just know. I got my street sense.
Yeah.
My spidey senses was tingling. I'm like, no, this ain't the place.
If you want them to really flare up, go to Naples.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's where they do the tree burning.
They get down in Naples, dude.
Yeah, I seen a documentary. The kids steal Christmas trees every year and fucking burn them shits.
Yeah.
That shit was amazing. All right, we're going to do something different. We're going to start it off with the wheel this time.
Oh, shit.
All right, spin the motherfucking wheel.
Here we go.
The Olympic Turkish shooter.
Yeah.
I can't say I kept up with the Olympics at all this year. I mean, I was just doing too much shit. I just really haven't been keeping up with anything entertainment-wise. So
It's pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't like an avid watcher. I watched highlights and stuff. I did enjoy the fact that this guy went viral. I think it was pretty fucking
I don't
cool.
even know what this is.
So the
to be
story is that most people, if you look at that one on the right there, they wear gear to help them. Like this is just basically obstructing their view, right? Like the thing over the right eye, and they wear the, you know, naturally when you go to a range, you wear ear covers or something to, you know, block the sound of the guns being fired. And so this guy went viral because he's just wearing his glasses, nothing to obstruct the eye. He actually has earplugs in, but it looks like he has nothing in, and his hands in his pocket. So like, look at this casual motherfucker, and he wins silver or bronze. I forget what he won, but
Silver.
he won silver. So he's a top tier shooter, and it looks like he just rolled in up off the street and was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I can
that's
shoot."
what I'm saying. You look at, I would be terrified of this motherfucker, man, pointing a pistol at you.
Oh,
man.
he's real deal. The cool thing is, so everybody loved that he's so nonchalant and you know, it didn't have the extra stuff that everybody else had. And then it became a celebration for other people in the Olympics. That's how viral it went. So track and field people, other people winning other events would start doing the pose.
Oh shit.
So it went fully viral to everybody in the Olympics. You can see other Olympians celebrating with his the Turkish whatever guys.
That's why I've literally I feel like just moving to Texas, just make sure a nicer person, because you don't know who the fuck got a gun on them out here.
They really do.
So and everybody fucking packing. You like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, you know?
Everybody has a gun on them.
and it's just, you know. So I've definitely been kind of chilling out here. I'm definitely about to get my guns up.
Yeah,
Fuck that. You can't be out here with no pistol.
it's crazy to not have it in, at least in your house. It's a constitutional carry state, so you can just walk around with your gun open.
It just took so long for me to get my fucking it took me a long ass time to get an ID.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean,
Do you have guns?
I mean, not legally.
Okay. But you have an ID now.
Not, yeah, that's so I could, you know, I could purchase.
Guess what? I'm gonna get you a gun.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna get you a cool gun.
Give me my shooter nigga.
Okay. Yeah. No. That's actually my favorite brand. So I'll go pick it up, and I'll make sure not tell him what you said.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. First, we'll jump into some of these Ask Danny's. You can always hit me up at Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. It's Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. First up, we got I Cuck.
Real quick. Hey, tell Reed to make sure I go get that gun for him.
Hell yeah, man.
You got it.
Thanks.
Pistol packing Danny.
Ask Danny.
All right. First up, we got What's Up, Danny? I recently found my iPad that I played with as a kid. Now, my mom had been using it for work. I wanted to look at some old photos when I was a kid. Noticed there was a bunch of random nude photos from our neighbor's wife. I first thought these were sent to my dad, and after some snooping, I noticed a text thread of this lady and my mom sending pics back and forth. I had seen some of my mom's shits, but I'm blurring that part out from my memory. Should I ask my mom about this or bring it up to my dad, or do I keep it as goon fuel? Any advice would be appreciated. Thanks, P.S. My neighbor's wife is hot.
All right. Can I revisit? Can I look at this for a second? Because I just want to make sure that I'm calculating everything.
Yeah, it sounds
right.
like mom a carpet muncher.
Okay.
So I think the best thing to do is I mean, we all know our parents do freaky shit. Once you get older, you realize that kind of shit. And it's just like, you just got to mind your business with that.
This is 100% something you keep to yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't goon fuel that.
Yeah.
I would try to just erase that from my mind, maybe go to a hypnotist or something like that and try to get that shit erased.
This is the guy left out. This is therapy talk, man.
Yeah,
this is like,
definitely.
If a parent is involved, it should be out of the goon cave and into the
your mom's a freak.
psychiatric. Yeah,
you
your
know?
mom.
I
is a
wouldn't
freak.
definitely don't say shit to your dad about that though.
No, man.
Because that's just some hater shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You don't want to shame somebody.
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
just like, my mom's a freak, man. It is what it is. I mean, probably passed down to you in some sense. That's why you talking about gooning to it.
One of the things you don't think about when you're young, and you hate to accept it as you get older, is that your dad likes to nut. You know what I mean? And your mom does too. And they both have sexual needs, and you try to block it out, as you should. It's a healthy way to go through life. You don't want to embrace the fact that you could be like, "Hey, Dad, what's up?" And your dad's like, "Oh yeah, I used to come a lot to your," like, you don't want to have that conversation. But guess what? Your dad's still coming
Yeah.
all the time.
That's crazy. That's the crazy part about it.
And he wants to. All your dads do. Are always thinking about coming.
Yeah, I knew my pops was crazy though, because he had 4 kids by the time he was 21. So
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
You're insane. Like,
That's insane.
You're a nasty little young motherfucker. Man. That was that potent sperm too. He couldn't get away from it. All right, next up we got, but I'm a creep. I recently went to a show out of town. There was a fine big booty bitch in there. I didn't have time to talk to her because the whole show was hectic and I was there with my friends. I noticed she exchanged words with somebody that I happen to know and follow on Instagram. By the end of the night, I regretted not approaching her. The next day, I went to the dude's Instagram, scrolled through, and found the big booty bitch's Instagram profile. I went to her Instagram and learned that she lives/works in a town that is about an hour away from me. I learned that she's single. The next week, I ended up going to the bar she works at. She started chatting up, and I got her number. Since then, we hung out and hooked up a few times. I told somebody about this, and they told me that I was a stalker and a creeper. What are your thoughts on this? Am I indeed a stalker or a creeper, or are my actions justified? Anonymous. No, I feel like you're a killer hunting your prey.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
You're a
Men
stalker
out here.
You're a stalker and a creeper if it's unwanted.
No,
You know, like
I feel like you did your due diligence. You know?
they linked up.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you won. You won the game. It's almost like, with anything you do. If you was fucking breaking in the house, you got to stake out the robbery first.
If
you can't
this-
just go in for the kill.
If the email had been, and then I found where she worked and she asked me to leave, but fuck that. I stay in the parking lot. That's a different email. You know, that's like, you're nobody wants you there.
No, you did what you're supposed to do. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to kind of just stalk out stalk it out, and then, go for the kill when it's time.
I would say, by the way, if you ever see a woman you're interested in, follow her home.
Yeah.
Follow her and just see what happens.
It's just so hard now, I feel like, for it's probably harder or easier because I feel like most of these kids, they don't know the fucking horror of trying to pump yourself up.
Of what
to
we
walk
went
to
through?
a girl and
Yeah.
ask her for a number. Like, that was like used to be the scariest
fucking
shit in
balls
the
it
world.
takes. Yeah, it takes
Now,
real balls.
You could just slide into a DM. You could shoot as many shots as you want, man.
By the
you
way,
know?
if you can work yourself, like if you're a young guy right now, and this is so foreign to you, if you can like approach somebody in person, you are an outlier. You are. And like, you can have great success. I guarantee you, most women that you're in your age range, if you're in like your 20s or early 30s, they're so not accustomed to that you stand out as somebody who's super confident.
Or they think you kind of creepy. I think
Maybe
they might get
that's-
scared by that shit.
That's the risk.
Yeah.
But also they could be like, hey, I mean, look, there's different approaches. If you come up to her with some creepy shit.
I've been
then
out the game for
but
so long. I don't even know. How do you even approach a bitch? Like,
I watched my agent do it.
yeah.
Yeah, and I actually was like, I was honestly kind of impressed. I was impressed because he was like, hold on a second. We were out at dinner. He's like, hold on a second, and I go, okay. And he walks over to this table and he goes, excuse me. There's 2 women having dinner or drinks. He's like, excuse me, I don't want to bother you, but I just saw you. I think you're extremely beautiful, and I was just wondering if I could get your number and take you out. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, I was like, what?
That was player
And she
shit.
was like, yeah, that would be, and she gave me, and then I go, how often do you do this? And he's like, yeah, sometimes. I was like, dude, that was pretty amazing. It's
Yeah, no, that's
straightforward.
fine,
You
yeah.
don't have to come up with like some crazy line. He was direct and it worked.
But, we older, so she probably was,
That's true.
impressed by that,
That's true.
I feel like younger kids. they
She's
just-
dead now.
Oh,
That's the
shit.
other, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, he killed her.
All right, next up we got Man vs. MILFs. Dear Danny, I'm 30 years old, but I'm single, but I have a desire for MILFs. Some are pretty open to younger men, while others take some convincing. The typical response I get is, you too young for me, or you're the same age as my kids bullshit. Do you have any advice on how I possibly convince them to look past my age and understand that younger men finding them attractive is more of a compliment than a fetish? Love from Chicago. Shouts out to Mark. Don't they got websites for this kind of shit?
They definitely have
I think that's what
websites.
you got to get on one of them sites where they looking
Man.
for the young cock.
I don't know what would be the convincing thing to do other than you just have to stay in the pocket and be like, no. How about I think the thing to do is be like, why don't you just give me a shot for one date? Like, if you think this is just a fad, then would you let me take you have to be willing to take her to dinner, do something to prove that you're actually interested though.
What is all these dating coach questions? I ain't the player.
I don't
you
know.
know what I'm saying?
I think they think you are.
No, man.
Have you
I'm
ever?
not.
Because I also would think of you as somebody with a lot of experience. Did you ever approach an older woman?
They've approached me. I can say that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get chose like a bad bitch. I just set up in the spot. But yeah, definitely, I've definitely, every time I've talked to an older woman, they always approach me kind of.
I fucked an old lady. When I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
She was, I don't know, mid 70s or something. And I'm just kind of
yeah, but
no, she should have been, because at 21, someone who's 30, you're like, God damn, you're fucking old. But she was in her 40s, and I was like, wow, this is,
yeah,
this will be her last time ever, and it wasn't great.
Wow, what was wrong?
She was gross.
Oh,
but you do it.
I think as age goes, older women's become more and more attractive. To me,
I agree with you. I think
that little gray hair, you'd be like, damn, bitch, little silver fox.
I have that thing too, where you go. I actually find women the most attractive in my age range, which is just like.
I mean, I think that's normal.
No, it is until you just you talk to people and you really not everybody is like that.
It's not like us.
Not like us. they not like us. Yeah.
I heard you like them young.
I have a couple comic friends we could talk about. Go ahead. What's next?
I know. All right, now we got the Daewoo jacket. Hey, Danny, I'm a huge fan of your music. I listen to every episode of your podcast since the beginning. I also attended your recent FS show, and it was the time of my life. When you came out in that leather trench coat, I thought I was seeing God. I'm also a self-taught fashion designer with dreams of having a brand someday. Recently, I posted a video of a jacket that kind of went viral. Hi, Snobity. Hi, Snobity. I don't even know how to say
Snobsiety?
Hi, Snobity. Even repost. I never knew
I'm
this
not
word.
reading it. I don't know what
I've been on its site a million times. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I'm obviously ecstatic about the success, but I also feel a bit overwhelmed. I'm getting tons of DMs from A-list celebrities to Saudi princes asking if they can buy this jacket.
Damn.
But this is only one, and I don't want to sell it. It also takes me like 40 hours and at least $250 of materials to make a bespoke one. What do you think I should do? I want the best to capitalize on the wave. I don't have the means to have an actual production since I'm just one guy. By the way, if you ever want any custom clothes for me, reach out. You and Peggy, two of my favorite artists. All right.
This is making me crazy.
Why?
Because this person is pursuing their dream, and they got a hit on their dream, and they're like, I don't know if I want to put in the more time to do that.
To make another jacket.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations. What you want is in front of you. Put in the extra time. Spend charge enough so that your bespoke efforts are worth it, and make some fucking jackets. What are you talking about?
I get what he kind of saying though, because he's saying
it's a lot of pressure, but this is what you want.
He can't make another one as fast as he can, and that's his biggest piece. So the best thing for him to possibly do is give it to somebody who's gonna get the most eyes on the jacket. But then you also don't, because most celebrities wear shit one time,
of course,
and then it might miss his mark and kind of shit. So
you got to make more of these jackets, man.
Yeah, that's the number. Let's see the jacket.
You got to make more of the jacket.
Let's see the jacket. Oh, I know this guy. He actually did just hit me up.
That jacket's amazing.
Yeah, it's a crazy ass jacket. I actually did.
You got to make more of the jacket.
Yeah, he actually just reached out to me, and I told him send me some shit. But I as crazy shit that I like to wear, I couldn't wear this jacket.
Why not?
It just, I don't know, man. It's as I get older, certain stuff, because it's more of a it's like a statement piece kind of. You can't wear this more than once.
You realize that I'm looking at a guy whose first sentence to me today was, "I'm so happy they made men's ballet slippers," and then you're like, I can't wear this.
Yeah,
wash.
but I can wear these a lot and put them with it up. But that you gonna get one good picture in that, and then you're not gonna really wear that no more.
This is who's that dude? What's his name? Do you know? Is he in the AML or no?
It looks like 2000 cc.
Yeah, 2000 cc.
Okay, both of our advice is what you need to do. Danny's advice of giving that to who will get eyeballs is excellent advice.
Yeah.
And you have to make more of these, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he has to, though.
You have to. You have to spend the time and spend the hours and spend the money to whatever it takes to have you make a few more of those. You just got to do it. This is going to be your calling card first piece. Just do it. Make the fucking jacket again.
Yeah, because he hit me up and he was like, yo, I want to make you some shit. But he asked a crazy question, too. He's like, what's your favorite, like if you was a superhero, what powers would you want? I'm like, motherfucker, read minds. He was like, I need some, I just need some inspiration on what to make you.
That's
and
cool.
Shit. I'm
I
like,
get it.
I don't know what you're going to dig up with mind reading, but.
This jacket is amazing. Your jacket's amazing, dude.
But then it is like some TikTok-y shit, you know. But, yeah, I couldn't wear it.
People want it.
Yeah, I couldn't wear it. But shouts out, man. All right, next up we got Chess. Hey, Danny, I'm a 23-year-old. Recently, my grandfather has become a widow. He's been alone at home lately, so I went to visit him not too long ago. While I was over there, we played chess because it's something we've done since I was a little girl. During the game, he knocked a piece off the table by accident. When I went to pick it up, I couldn't help but notice my grandpa had a heart on.
Jesus Christ, dude.
This made me feel weird, but I didn't want to make things awkward because he's dealing with the passing of my grandma, so I just finished the game and made an excuse as to why I needed to go home. What would you do if you saw your grandpa with that? Should I keep going over there, even if I feel a little uncomfortable now? Thanks, Danny. Yes, you definitely should still go over there to see Pops. Him having a boner, it should be celebrated that he's still getting boners at his old age. My grandfather, I just had to wipe his ass. He was blind and shit. You know, that nigga balls was touching the ground. I used to be like, I can't wait.
I mean, my first question would be, was he leaking? Or was it...
Oh, my God.
Was it just engorged? Because, you know... a boner can just happen. Your grandfather's boner might just be a celebration of life. You know, it can just happen.
Yeah, or maybe he just still got some leftover Viagra's.
Yeah.
And he just remembered, probably like, fuck, I'm going to keep this going. Let me just keep the boner up.
Blood flow could help during chess. I'm not sure what all the rules are, but I just feel like, you know, now here's the thing.
She was bone hawking though. Why you?
Yeah, why you bone?
Yeah, why you bone hawking? You over here looking at... You know, like when I go to the barber shop, you know, they always try to spin you and they be like, look down. No, man, I'm closing my eyes.
Yeah,
I ain't bone hawking, man.
I feel
or they
like,
get a little too close, lining you up, and they get a little boner on your elbow. You're like, nigga, get your dick off my arm.
Get your dick off of me. I feel like if he has a boner, I think you should go see your grandfather again. If he has a boner the next time you see him, this is pointing towards unwelcome.
Pop's a freaky frog.
Yeah, it's not good. But a one-time thing where you happen to notice in some odd moment, it's not like you were sitting on his lap, right? It's just like you looked, like you said, you were bone hawking.
Yeah, you were bone hawking.
And you found one. But just let it, you know, I think you should visit your grandfather again.
That's like, you know, you go to the airport, you're in the bathroom, you look at the sky. You don't look left, right. No, you just look. I got to figure it out. Piss on my leg, whatever. But I ain't bone hawking. That's one thing I know. That's why I don't go to gym locker rooms and shit, man.
You just avoid the gym locker room?
Fuck yeah.
Just because you don't want to see bones?
No, I don't. It's nothing worse, man. Can ruin your day than just seeing an unsolicited dick.
I know.
Like, man, I just saw a dick.
The wildest dick that I saw in public was at LAX. You know how you go from, like, when you walk into the bathroom and then the urinals are over against that wall? Most people begin their unzipping, like, either at the urinal or at most a foot or less away.
Yeah.
There was an old guy who took his dick out like 10 feet from the urinal. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, wait till you're up there. He just took it out and walked with it out. And we were like, oh, fuck.
I mean, his vision probably was a little fucked up.
Yeah, he was like, oh, is that over there? Yeah, dude, it is.
Yeah, man. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When your schedule is packed with activities, big work projects, and more, it's easy to let your priorities slip. Even when we know what makes us happy, it's hard to make time for it. But when you feel like you have no time for yourself, non-negotiables like therapy are more important than ever. BetterHelp is amazing, man. You could just wake up, get in front of your computer. You don't have to leave your house. You don't have to get in your car, drive. You can just really just sit at your computer and have somebody to talk to. They have licensed therapists, man, and you can switch them at any time. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient and flexible and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Danny Brown today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Danny Brown. 1 in 5 of us has learn a new language on your bucket list. Not sure what's up with the other 4, but if you're that one, make this your year to finally learn a new language. Learn a new language with Babbel. Speak like a whole new you with Babbel, the science-backed language learning app that gets you talking. Wasting hundreds of dollars on private tutors is the old school way of learning a new language. Babbel's 10-minute lessons are quick and handcrafted by over 200 language experts, ready to get you talking your new language in 3 weeks. Because talking is the key to really knowing any language. Babbel is amazing, man. You can just really just sit, listen to it on your phone, man. And, we all know we want to take these long trips and vacations, so there's nothing else to be better than be able to know how to speak the language, especially when you're going overseas. Here's a special limited time deal for our listeners. Right now, get up to 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners. At babbel.com/Danny Brown. Get up to 60% off at babbel.com/Danny Brown, spelled BABBEL.com/Danny Brown. Rules and restrictions may apply. God damn. All right, we'll jump into some of these music questions, man. What you listen to when you in the red room? That's like Eyes Wide Shut shit, ain't it? It's called the green room, ain't it?
Who are they asking? Me?
They said, yeah. What you listen to when you in the red room before a show?
My green room is all red. That's why.
Oh, damn.
I have red lights in there.
You be like, fuck that. Let me get that's like the, I only want yellow M&M kind of shit.
It's a mood setting thing. You perform. I don't know what your pre-show vibes you want to be, but I like a very, very chill room. I don't like a lot of people.
No,
in
I
there.
don't either.
I don't like when people come in and start having loud conversation. I like a
fuck
chill
you up.
atmosphere.
Fuck you up.
Yeah, so I put on different playlists. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Like I don't know, it could be something like a Tribe, or it could be like some 80s, hey, always something about you. It could be like a rock melody. It's just it's an ongoing playlist. I always change them.
Yeah.
But it's not usually hardcore or anything like super aggressive. I don't usually listen to super aggressive shit pre-show. I like a chill vibe. So it extends from the red room to like the music is usually pretty chill.
It's hard for me to, I do sometimes when I'm confident, but for the most part when I'm doing shows, sometimes I'm so nervous and shit, so I'll be like listening to my songs and shit.
That makes sense
before
to me.
I go on stage and shit. But once I get like, once you've done so many sets in a row, you already got the confidence, you know the songs and shit, then I start listening to other shit. But for the most part, I didn't know comedians listen to music before.
Yeah, I always have music on.
Yeah.
I always have music on. When I get there, what I usually do is they have everything I need to sign for that show, like posters and photos and stuff to the venue. So at that point, sometimes I'll do a little more, like it can be louder, more aggressive shit, whatever it could be like DMX but it's not going to be like an album. It'll be a playlist of different things. And I'll do all my signings. Then everybody leaves, and that's usually when I change it to more chill music. I also like film scores,
Yeah, that's
like
some mafia
instrumental
shit. Like, yeah,
I like that.
if I do listen to music, sometimes it is just gonna be like a lot of, because I don't like hearing lyrics and shit throw me off. But I listen to like some instrumental shit.
When you listen, this is something I've gotten in. I found out that when I shared this, people were either like, "Oh, I found someone like me," or they were like, "You're out of your goddamn mind." And it is that when I listen to most songs, regardless of genre, the vocals just sound like an instrument to me.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Unless I make an effort
to listen to the words.
Are you like that?
No, that's the cool point about songs, I think.
But you know, a lot of people are like, "What are you talking about?" Like they all go, like I know people who go, "No, the lyrics are why you listen to the lyrics." I'm like, I have to really make an effort to.
Yeah, it's like one of those treasure finding kind of things, like because the beat is what draw you in.
100.
So if I like the beat, but then you start, after you get used to the song, then you start listening to the lyrics and shit. Then you figure out what's going on,
Yeah.
So, but I will say I have heard songs where I didn't care too much for the beat, but because the song was so well written, I eventually start to like the song.
Same.
That takes so many listens.
The other thing that happens, especially with hip hop, is like because the beat is what draws me in, right? Like and I can listen to lyrics like an instrument. I'm just like, going with it. Sometimes it's like a year after I've listened to this song where I'm like, then it's just like the pussy drips.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't even realize I was listening to this. Like, I just sent this to people and they're like, the fuck is this?
No,
like,
there have been songs where I liked them, the beat drew me in, and then, you ain't really paying too much. Then once you really listen to what the song's about, you're like, oh, that's some bullshit. I definitely have done that. So yeah, we know you've been collecting vinyl and shit, and 2 beers, you always got the vinyl in the back, man. How do you pick what record goes back there?
Sometimes I go with like I'll think about I'm like oh here's the guests and I'll just try to tie something.
Okay.
I mean it's a lot of times in my head, right? I'm like oh this person has like a classical like vibe to them, so I'll pull out like a Motown record because I'll just think of them as that type of person. Then sometimes I'm like oh this person is I can't wait to talk to this person. They're so intelligent, and my mind will just go like. I'm seeking out somebody who my mind goes, this is intelligent, like this is a really intelligent. So it's me tying together, maybe I'm reaching, but I'm trying to like find some type of match.
The theme of it.
Yeah.
You also had, I always remember you had like one of my favorite albums in the world back there one day, and it was J Dilla Donuts.
Oh yeah.
And I want to ask, do you know the lore of the album?
The lore of the album? I don't know. I mean, I think I maybe told you because I was even years ago a big Slum Village fan.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of like how I discovered who this was. And then since then I did a lot of diving into like J Dilla stories. Mostly about like I love that's one of the great things about like Instagram is like there's these accounts that break down how people do beats, and his are like they're like fucking science classes.
They're doing fucking orchestras and shit.
Yeah, and they're like holy shit.
His fucking MPC is in a Smithsonian. Like that's the crazy shit. But
tell me the lore.
So he made this album on his deathbed.
Oh
yeah, so all these beats he pretty much made while he was pretty much dying from lupus in his hospital bed. But when you listen to the album, it's pretty much like a long ass letter to everyone for after he passed.
Really?
So when you listen to the but he's doing it through music.
Yeah.
So like a lot of those vocal chops and those samples and shit, it's telling you what he's going through. But he was manipulating the shit to make it say what he wanted to say. And it's so when you listen to it with that part of it, like he's really writing to everybody that he care about or fans or whatever. And my favorite one is he got it's the one where he chopped up the Johnny Don't Do It sample, but he chopped it up to say Johnny Do It. And it's his little brother who he's dedicating that to. His name is John. And he's just telling him like, you got to, continue on a legacy.
Do it.
Yeah. So,
wow.
So it's that one. And even up to the point of the last beat he ever made, like he made a beat right before he died. And his mom found the beat, and you hear him taking his last breaths in the beat. He just chopped up breaths, and it sounds like a person. It gives me chills every time I listen to it. Like so,
well, I'll listen to it through that lens now.
Yeah, like all of it, like even the way he chopped up the Jadakiss shit, and Jadakiss in the original he say is that real, but then he chopped it up to say it's death real. Like just little small hints of shit like that, man. I remember when this album actually came out right before I went to jail, and I would listen to it every fucking day. And then when I was in jail, this was the only shit that would just play in my head, like the entire time. So I'd be writing raps and shit, but I'd be rapping
in your head.
to them beats in my head. So when I got out, I had rap to a lot of those beats and shit. But yeah, it's a lot of I'm actually Dilla Time. It's a book. It's fucking great. It gives you all the whole lore is that he made it on the SP303, but then we found out he did most of it in Pro Tools and just chopped shit up. But
I did see an interview with his mom that was great. And his mom was talking about how, like, when he was alive and not having any health problems, that like different MCs,
would pop up,
and they would be like, "Yeah, this is what I got." And I want to use this, and he would be like, "This is the mom saying it." That he would be like, "This isn't for you. Like, you're not really capable of this." like straight up, like, not for you. And they were like, "Oh, okay." Like,
the crazy shit about Dilla is everybody think he like some fucking backpacker nerd, nag champa motherfucker, man. And he was like a straight fucking strip club, big booty bitches riding around in the Escalade. Like if you listen to like all his albums and shit, that's all he really talk about is like doing some fly nigga shit. He ain't really on that like hip hop shit, man. But I mean, yeah, it's also a New York Times documentary. If you ever seen, that's like really dope. And it really opened my eyes up to like how the music industry is. Because as a kid, I would hear so much of Dilla shit, but I didn't even know it was Dilla.
Yeah.
Because you hear it through listening to Tribe or Far
Yeah.
Side and shit like
Yeah.
that. But I didn't know that shit was coming from Detroit. I just chalked it up to like some New York, East Coast shit.
Yeah. You don't
know?
realize this hometown guy.
Yeah, I didn't find out till later. Like you say, I remember people talking about Slum Village, but I was still like a kind of a kid.
Yeah.
And hearing that shit as a kid, it kind of didn't. I still wanted to listen to like Snoop Dogg. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks and shit like that. I'm like, but then when I grew up and I listened back to it, I'm like, oh, they really talking the same shit.
They are.
It's just through a different lens, man. So
those albums, if you have never listened to Slum Village,
yeah, fantastic.
Highly recommend it.
I love the original, fantastic. Right, they like the hissy tape version.
Yeah, because there's volume 2.
Yeah. So I love that version and all that shit, man. All right, man. We'll get ready to get up out of here, man. Let's spin the wheel one more time.
Ooh,
Damn.
real close.
I wanted that death penalty.
Real close, man. That was
For
close.
real, man. Motherfuckers gotta die. All right. For real, it's population control.
I just saw the best thread too of executions on
Oh man.
on X of all these famous public executions over time. It was great.
Oh shit. So
Yeah.
carnivore diet, man. You would know more about that kind of shit than me because I don't really.
Well, I've been on a meal plan for the last about 5 weeks, and it's not the carnivore diet. The for me, this is what you have to say about, I think, diet and everything. You cannot say that the same thing will work for everybody. There are people who the carnivore diet works for really well, and that's great. But look, you're individually, your genetics, your biology, your physiology, it just varies person to person. So if you want to eat meat all the time, look, maybe it'll work for you. Like I understand the you're getting a ton of protein. You need protein if you're trying to lose weight. You need protein if you're building muscle. It is the only nutrient that does that. But personally, I have to have a lot more lean protein. I can't have fucking ribeyes every day. It's too rich, man. It's too much fat. Some people go, you don't know what you're talking about. It's not. It's a problem for me. I can't do it. My digestion can't handle it.
No, I can't either.
I don't think my cholesterol can't handle it. So I eat a lot of protein, but I eat a lot of lean protein. So I do turkey. I do a lot of chicken. I do a lot of fish, and I eat it every fucking day. Sometimes insane amounts. Like every dinner, I have like 16 to 20 ounces of like fish. Sometimes I have meat, but I have lean meat now.
Yeah.
I guess that's still considered carnivore, but I think a lot of people eat like high fatty, meat stuff. For me, I have like fillets and I have like sirloins, but I do it with, some variety. And I also do veggies. I do a lot of fruit.
I've been trying to slim up.
You're fucking, you've always been slim.
I mean, I had the beer belly. I had that.
Since you got sober, did your weight change?
It's been fluctuating.
Yeah.
I think, but I'm trying to get down. I'm trying to get down to a nice 145, 135, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Proper skinny.
Yeah. Twinked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Rock star skinny.
I just want to be ribs and dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the formula.
But it's also for clothes too, man. I want to be able to be in sample size.
If you're into clothes, there is nothing better than being skinny.
You got to be 32 jeans and under. I can get a 28,
Yeah.
But
what do you weigh now?
like 160.
You want to do 145?
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah, I know. I've been just.
How's the diet?
I just been yogurts and fruits and just vegetables.
I cut out all dairy.
Yeah.
I cut out all.
I just
dairy.
been eating yogurts in the morning and oatmeal.
Meat, but I was eating yogurt every day, and the first thing this nutritionist said, he was like, "Yeah, you're done with that."
But it's
shit.
hard with my girl, man. She a true Texan, man. So
Yeah.
she be like, "Fuck that shit, man. I want some shrimp. I want some."
Yeah,
She
yeah.
be wanting to eat some crazy shit. It's hard to turn that shit.
What about the
down.
workouts?
I just been doing cardio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just been running in the morning and shit. I ain't trying to get muscular and shit.
No, I hear you.
I just want to be,
Ribs and dick.
Yeah, skinny. Ribs and dick is crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That sound like a restaurant that'll be out here. All right, man. We're gonna get up. God damn it. Ribs and dick. All right, get ready to get up out of here, man. Thank you so much time for coming.
Thank you, man.
Thank
A
you.
lot
Like I
of
said,
fun.
thank you so much for giving me this platform. You don't know, man. So many people in the fucking music industry, man, been hitting me up, man. They all want to pull up and come on the show. So it's been kind of becoming like a thing in the scene of fucking music and shit. So that's so fucking great. And
You're a blessing, dude. I'm so happy you do this.
Yeah, and also, man, it's been kind of crazy, man, because I would run into people sometime and they don't know shit about my music. They just know me from this.
Isn't that crazy?
It'd be fucking weird. I'd be like, what the fuck?
That was the first thing that I was like, what? When we started our podcast years ago, is that, you go, I'm a comedian, and you'd meet people and they go, oh, listen, they talk about the podcast. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing a show. They're like, what kind of show? I'd be like, stand up. And they go, you do stand up? I go, what the fuck? They're like, I just listen to the podcast. I'm not really.
Yeah. But it also has brought other, like, it's been a lot of times where people come to my shows and be like, I got up on you from the podcast, and then I started listening to your music, and then, now I'm at the show, and I pulled up, and I fucks with your shit. So it's been a blessing, man. So I just want to thank you so much, man.
Of course.
All right, man. We get up out this motherfucker, man. I love y'all, motherfucker. See y'all same time, same channel, man. Have a good one.
See you in the Goon Cave.
That's right.